Hey, Robert Casella with the Go Lakewood Ranch team. If you want to know about everything in and around Lakewood Ranch, you're at the right place. Today, we are going to cover low HOA communities in Lakewood Ranch. And I know the first thing you're probably thinking is, do they exist? Well, they do exist. And, I know we're used to seeing these highly amenitized communities in Lakewood Ranch that also come with a higher price tag in the form of higher HOA dues. But these three communities have bucked that trend, and we're going to go over those here in short order. But, one of the fun facts is, did you know that Lakewood Ranch is comprised of 40% of Lakewood Ranch is comprised of open space and recreation. And there's also 150 miles of walking trails in Lakewood Ranch. And these three communities are in the mix of it all. So we're going to cover that next. But before we get going, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to see everything about Lakewood Ranch moving forward with the Go Lakewood Ranch team. We'll talk to you next. All right, so number one on our list is Greenbrook Village. And Greenbrook Village was one of the original 3 or 4 communities in Lakewood Ranch. And surprisingly, it has an HOA that's less than $10 a month. You can tell how things have evolved over time with Lakewood Ranch because, of course, a lot of these communities now are highly amenitized. And, of course, they come with a higher HOA fee as well. So, but that's not really the case here with Greenbrook Village. I think it clocks in at less than $10. I want to say it's actually close to $8 a month, but we'll be conservative and call it $10 a month. And there's lots of amenities in here in the form of adventure park. So even though it has a low HOA, it has like a nexus where people can meet and congregate in an area. And it has this adventure park has paw parks, picnic pavilions, sports fields, and of course, all of those walking trails are actually part of, or a good portion of them are integrated within that adventure park in Greenbrook Village. So this is a great community if you want a low HOA environment to live in, keep your operating costs lower on your home. Of course, it does still have a CDD. We can't have it all, can we? But in the whole scope of things, when you take into consideration the CDD and you figure out where you're at in the heart of Lakewood Ranch, this is worth its weight in gold. So if you're looking for a low HOA community in Lakewood Ranch, Greenbrook should be on your radar. Let's go to number 2. All right, so if you're going to mention Greenbrook, you can't go without mentioning Summerfield. That was one of those original 3 or 4 communities that was kind of paired with, was paired with Greenbrook Village as Lakewood Ranch was developing. And again, low HOA, it's probably less than $12 a month. And no, we're not getting away from the CDD on Summerfield either. But again, in the whole scope of things, to be in the heart of Lakewood Ranch, this is an amazing value. And Summerfield even comes with its own park. It's a 15-acre park. It has really cool things. It even has disc golf. I don't know if anyone, pickleball is also there, interestingly. Pickleball, disc golf, there's a dog park, and of course there's sports fields as well. But Frisbee golf and pickleball are kind of taking this area by storm. I know pickleball is all the rage, and disc golf is now kind of making its way. I almost should do a blog on disc golf and maybe even a video. We'll have to cover that. But that's all right in Summerfield Park. So you have access to a great park within and around Summerfield. And that's called Summerfield Park. All right, number 3. And it's something that's under the radar. So let's go to that one now. All right, last but not least, we have Riverwalk. And Riverwalk is one of those original 3 or 4 communities. I think I would probably put Lakewood Ranch Golf and Country Club in this discussion too, but we don't include that because the HOA fees are higher. But one of the first 3 or 4 communities, along with Greenbrook and Summerfield, would be Riverwalk. And Riverwalk is that kind of same kind of thing, you know, less than like $12 a month for your HOAs, and then of course it has a CDD. Again, not can't have our cake and eat it too now. But great community, and what makes it a little bit different than a Greenbrook or a Summerfield is they have some high-end homes in there. If you're familiar with, for example, Lee Wetherington, well, Lee Wetherington is building in the Lake Club, Waterside, so really some high-end luxury homes. This was one of the places that Lee Wetherington cut his teeth right here in Lakewood Ranch, and he is a custom builder. So if you're looking for a little bit of a high-end feel, Riverwalk might be a really good choice for you. And since it's in and around that Greenbrook, Summerfield area, you're going to have access to all those parks. That's a big deal. So those are the 3 communities that we covered, and we're gonna wrap it up right now. Okay, so there you have it. You have 3 low HOA communities right here in the heart of Lakewood Ranch. So that's a fabulous thing. I mean, it provides an opportunity to live in Lakewood Ranch with a low operating cost relative to some of these higher fee communities that comprise Lakewood Ranch. And again, I want to make a point that, you know, the higher fees are not a bad thing. It all just comes down to value, right? Are you getting value for what you pay for? And for the most part, a lot of these Lakewood Ranch communities fit that mold. So I wouldn't steer away from an amenitized community as long as the value is there. But if you're really intent on keeping your operating costs down, one of these 3 communities, Greenbrook, Summerfield, or Riverwalk, I'd say that would be a great fit for you to consider. So that's what I have for you today. And if you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're rolling out new content every 2 weeks, and we'll see you next time.